Running for re-election as your state party treasurer. 2 years ago, I chose to run because I knew that I could do the job better than it was being done at the time. Once elected, I found out why things were not up to my standards. The party accountant kept our books, and none of us could see them. We only saw the reports that he prepared for us. And I asked to see the budget, and I learned that there really wasn't one. They had a revenue plan, but they didn't have a budget. And those were the first two things I fixed. Today, we control our own books, the staff makes entries, and I review them regularly for accuracy. Today, we have a budget, and we follow it, and when necessary, we amend it, such as when we put in $100,000 last year to fight ranked choice voting. Full access to our financial data has allowed our leadership to more efficiently manage our fundraising and our spending in a responsible manner, and today the state party is much more effective. 2 years ago, I made a standing offer to help local committees with their finances and bookkeeping. Many took me up on it. I met with chairmen and treasurers around the state to help them improve their financial practices. This weekend, I presented a workshop on financial officer training for chairmen and treasurers, and I think there were probably about 75 or 100 people in the room. For the first time in years, the Financial Review Committee actually met and fulfilled our rules that they conduct a real review. As we looked at fiscal year 22, I asked them to find a finding of review required, a grade that my generation clearly recognizes as F for failed. I did that because our predecessors had failed. The prior administration didn't follow a budget, they didn't even have a budget, and our rules say that to get a pass rating, you must be able to show to that committee where our expenditures track to the budget. Without that budget, that couldn't be done. Chairman Doyle Beck and I wrote a memorandum of understanding with a plan to get us quickly on track. Much of it had already put in place, but we still needed an approved budget, and we got that. We executed the plan. We developed a budget that was based on plans and needs, not wishes and whims. And then we started following. I expect accountability from others, and I demand it from myself. Last year, because we had implemented that plan, we received a stellar report and a pass rating. Party expenditures matched our budget as it was approved by the executive committee, and financial activities were fully documented. Your leadership is holding itself accountable to you. Last April, I spoke at the Lewis County Lincoln Day. It was one of the 15 that I attended this year. I talked about what the state offers to all of your local central committees. The Numerar database, cost to the state, $25,000, cost to you free. Website hosting and development support, cost to you free. New voter welcome badge, cost to you free. Materials to fight ranked choice voting that we spent tens of thousands on, cost to you free. 2022 absentee chase that went out across the state, again, cost you free. A voter guide for our state offices where you could attach your local races, cost to you free. This convention, well, here we break the streak. Not free, but not $150. Dorothy Plain's chair was to reduce that to $25 because we were not going to fundraise on the backs of our most dedicated workers, you. We were not going to charge you an arm and a leg so you could come here and do the job that you were elected as delegates to do. And then there's the March caucus, a problem we were handed by our legislature and the governor. And I proposed a $300,000 budget in revenues, and they nailed it. And I said we'd spend $250, and we spent $225. Coming into this convention, our leadership team has brought a record of success. As a treasurer, I have brought the effectiveness, accountability, and transparency that I promised you 2 years ago. I'm Steve Bender. I am your treasurer, and I ask for your vote to continue to serve you and the Republicans of Idaho for another 2 years. Thank you.